his hand across the table. "Robert Rodwell, at your service, but my friends call me Robbie." She was about to answer tartly, "How do you do, Mr. Rodwell?" But something in his open face made her put her hand into his warm grasp and say instead, "Fleur Bosley. Pleased to meet you, Robbie." As they drank their tea, he asked, "So, where are you heading?" "Here in Nottingham." "No, South Monkford. It's a small town not far from Newark." Robbie nodded. "Yes, I know it." A slight frown line deepened between his eyebrows. "I think we used to live there years ago. But my mother never talks about it much, and we came to live in the city when I was little. But I seem to think my father, he died before I was born, ran a tailor's shop there." Fleur wrinkled her forehead. "Can't think of a tailor's shop there now. There's old Miss Pinkerton's. She's a dressmaker, and that's it. That'll be the one. Mother said once that a woman who was a dressmaker had taken it over. Her and her sister run it. They sell women's clothes." She giggled. "They call it Pinkerton's Emporium, would you believe? They're sweet old dears, but they're both a bit doddery now. And the shop is so old-fashioned. It's like stepping back in time when you walk in. All corsets, wool vests and big knickers, eh?" Fleur laughed and pretended to be coy. "Oh, really, sir? Saying such things to a lady, and when we've only just met too, I do declare." They laughed together, feeling already as if they'd known each other far longer than a few minutes. "So, were you hoping to get to South Monkford tonight?" Robbie asked. Fleur pulled her face. "I was, but it's doubtful. There won't be a train out of here now. I could ring up and get my dad to fetch me, but I don't like to ask him to come all this way at this time of night, and using his precious petrol." "You've got a car? And a telephone?" Fleur grinned. "Yes, the car's called Bertha. It's a 1923 Ford, and it's seen more active service down dirt tracks and across fields than many a tank. As for the phone, we live on a farm in the middle of nowhere. My mum insisted it was essential." Her brown eyes twinkled. "But I think it's just so that we've no excuse for not letting her know exactly where we are and what we're doing." "And do you?" "What?" "Let her know exactly where you are and what you're doing." Fleur laughed. "Not likely." Trying to sound casual, but failing, Robbie asked, "Who's we?" "My brother, Kenny, and me, and Dad too. She likes to keep us all close." There was an edge of resentment in her tone as she added, "Tied to her apron strings is the phrase, I think." Her face clouded, and a small frown puckered her smooth forehead. She didn't know why, but for some reason she felt she could confide in him. The words were out before she'd even thought to stop them. She didn't want me to volunteer. It's caused a lot of rows at home." "That's a shame," he said gently. "How long have you been in?" "Oh, right from the start. I volunteered as soon as I could." His blue eyes twinkled. "Me too. The day after Mr. Chamberlain's We're at War broadcast." They stared at each other and then smiled, amazed that they'd both felt the same. "Are they calling up women yet?" "Don't know," Fleur replied cheerfully. "I didn't wait to find out. And you live on a farm. You could have applied to be classed as a reserved occupation, couldn't you?" Fleur grimaced. "I know. That's why my mother was so put out. I could quite legitimately have stayed at home for one reason or another, but I didn't want to. I wanted to do my bit, as they say." "But you're not regretting it, are you?" "Ah, not for a minute." Her reply was swift and genuine. "But it's still, well, difficult when I go home." She sighed. "But I'll have to go. I've just been posted and I've got 3 days leave before I have to report there.